Hello everyone, in today's video I'm going to be talking about my BMW E39 1996 year 528i with Alpina parts. So the reason for this video, it is for sale, currently asking $9,000. The car is located in Calgary, Alberta. Click the link down below in the description to go to the Kijiji ad. So if you would like to contact me or ask further details on the car, that way I'll be able to supply it. Overall, the reason for making this video is just want to explain the quick overview and condition of the car. Now this car, I bought it 3 years ago, I believe. Yeah, 3 years ago in December. And it came with a bunch of Alpina parts on it. Now from what my understanding is, it's not a real Alpina. That's what I hear a lot of the time, but I don't know. It has me confused. Mainly because it's got the Alpina badging, the Alpina stripes, but also it's got Alpina etched into the window here, the rear window, which is not put on. It's like a real Alpina rear view window. Now this car is from Japan, that's why the history is a little shaky on it, and that's what the previous owner, he said it was an Alpina, but people in comments when I post on Reddit say it's not a real Alpina. Now it doesn't have the Alpina front bumper because when I bought it, the previous owner damaged it when he parked it too close to the parking barrier, and partially of it was ripped off, so I just put an M-Tech bumper on it. Overall, the exterior of the car is I would say about 8 out of 10 condition. The reason for that is we do live in Calgary here and they love to use rocks on the road, so there are a couple rock chips. The hood is the worst. It's not bad, it's not terrible, it's not like you can't use it, but mostly around the kidney grills here you will see some rock chips. Aftermarket halo lights, signature BMW style there, everybody loves them. I had to put them on because this is a pre-facelift car. Style 22 rims, currently winter set on here. This car very rarely gets driven by me. I've had it for 3 years, maybe a little over 3 years, and I think I've driven in the winter maybe 4 or 5 times. So this is mostly a Sunday summer car. Now the reason I'm selling this car is that I don't need it. I got my Lexus over there, which is also for sale, which I made a video about that too. I don't need this car, I don't need that car, so one of them has to go. And preferably I let the BMW go to an owner that will use it and cherish it and drive it every single day, because it's an E39. These cars can be driven every single day. But now that you've seen the exterior, let's take it for a quick drive and look at the interior. It is an automatic transmission with the sport setting as well on it. So I'm going to stay quiet for a little bit of the video, that way you can hear what kind of interior sounds you get. I know a lot of people worry about road noise, especially in these older cars, but being a BMW, it is very smooth and quiet, and you get to hear the exhaust quite a bit. Very, very little wind noise, just the engine when you put the foot down. Car runs smooth. It is lowered, which is an Alpina spec lowering from what my mechanic told me. It matches the settings, so I do believe this car to be a real one, but I don't have the papers to prove that. The plaque is missing as well. That's why I'm not pricing it so high. Other Alpina B10s go for like 18 grand over in the States. I'm just asking 9,000. Because I don't want to say it's a real Alpina and then ends up being it's not. But a lot of stuff lead me to believe that it is. This car rarely ever gets driven by me. I drive it maybe once in a week. Winter time, I just started up to make sure nothing's going wrong with it. You don't want to let the battery go flat, or you don't want the fluids to get all stale inside of it, the plastic to get all dry. So the winter time, it barely gets driven. In the summertime, maybe I'll drive it 3 times a week if I'm feeling it, but overall I don't like to drive this car all the time, and the main reason for that is if it is a real Alpina, I don't want to be ruining it and overclocking the kilometers on it. I want to keep it pretty low. I recently had an email regarding this car because it has been sale for a little while yet and nobody's actually seen it. I'm guessing it's because of the recession. Nobody has time to spend on these toys or the money to spend on these toys. But somebody asked me, are the E39s reliable? And I would have to say yes. They're very common in Germany, used primarily as taxis. So if taxi drivers are using an E39, chances are they are a reliable car. All of these parts are easy to find because it's such a heavily sold car. You can find it pretty much anywhere. All mechanics will work on it. It's not like the newer BMWs where your other mechanics won't want to touch it because of how delicate everything is. This is a solid car that you can work on yourself or give it to a mechanic and be able to fix any kind of problems. Everything works in the car perfectly except for the passenger seat. Sunshade works, rear top, sunroof works, all the windows work. The only issue is this button right here. It does not go up. That is for the rear view mirrors. You're gonna have to push the mirrors up by hand. I feeling it's the button is broken because all the other ones are fine. So maybe if you just replace the button or the mechanism inside of it, you should be okay. If you're a BMW fan, chances are you know a lot about the E39 model, regarded as probably the best 5 Series BMW ever made, and in my opinion it is. The original 5 Series is a little too old to everyday use. The newer 5 Series are too complicated and appreciation value dips down like crazy because like you could buy a brand new one for $100,000 if it's an M5 and it's going to go for sale for like $30,000 a year or 2 years later. It's just they don't hold their value, but the E39 seem to be doing pretty well and the style is timeless. People do not believe that this car is a 21-year-old car that was from 1996. It'll be sad to see it when I see it go, but it is necessary for me because I do not need 2 cars. One of them has to go. But that is everything for today's video, guys. If you have any questions regarding the car, please leave a comment down below. I will do my best to reply to it. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. And also, be sure to check out the Lexus video as well, because that is also for sale. See you guys.